My name is Ralf Friedrichs. I am an author, an addiction recovery coach, a life coach, and the host of this show, the Take Your Life Back Today radio show. You can see a video version by going to YouTube. In the search bar, type in under channel, Take Your Life Back Today show. Living in love. Are you living in love today? Look for the best in each other if you are. And if you're not, start doing that. I once heard about a husband and a wife who were so upset after a big argument that they refused to speak to each other. That night, not wanting to be first to break the awkward silence, the man left a note on his wife's side of the bed that read accordingly, "Wake me up at 6 o'clock in the morning, please." The next morning, by the time the husband woke up, it was already 8 o'clock. Furious, he roared, "Where is she?" and was about to chew out his wife when he found a note on his side of the bed. "It's 6 o'clock. Wake up." Because they didn't have verbal communication. If we're going to live in love, we have to learn to forgive one another. Forgiveness is so important in a successful life. The Bible says, "Do not let the sun go down on your anger, but instead forgive, and above all things put love that at number one space." Above having your own way, above own agenda, choose to put on love first. The Apostle Paul prayed in Ephesians 3:17 that we would be rooted and established in the love so that we would have power together with all the saints. When we choose to walk in love, we have the power of God in our lives, as well as a healthier relationship. Friends, we should always look for the best in each other. That's one of the things that I love about like Billy Graham and Joel Osteen. I used to think that they didn't see things that people did wrong, but they did. Then I realized it's not that they didn't see them. They chose not to focus on the wrong, but focus on the right. That's what Jesus taught. One day, a group of Pharisees brought a woman to him who had been caught in adultery. The law said that she should be stoned, but Jesus didn't condemn her. Instead, he said, "Those of you without sin, go ahead, you throw the first stone." The woman's accusers began to look within themselves. Then they walked away. Do you see that? Never throw a rock at glass window. We can all throw rocks and point out each other's faults, but we need to make allowances for one another. We don't know what some people have been through. You really don't know that. We don't know the pain and the heartache that they have are experiencing or have experienced. When a woman's accusers all had slipped away, Jesus told her, "Neither do I condemn you. Go your way. From now on, sin no more." Let's learn to walk in love starting this morning and see the best in each other, one another. A house divided will fall. That's why it's so important to keep peace in your home. Be the first to apologize. Be quick to forgive. Someone once asked me if, actually the words were, "Ralph, if I argue and disagree, does that make me weak?" And I answered, no, it doesn't. But I wouldn't do that. What you should do is find the best in the person that you're arguing with. Find the best in their argument. Point out what you see different. So maybe you can say, we don't see eye to eye on this, so we're just going to agree to disagree. I can't help if he's wrong, and I can't help if she's wrong. When Casey and I got married, I liked my own way, and when I didn't get it, I wasn't happy. Then God spoke clearly to me. "Ralph, if you don't change the way you're acting, you're going to change the the woman that you married. I don't want to change her. She's a perfect fit for me." Well, that got my attention because I didn't want to change Casey's personality. I love Casey the way she is. That's why I married her. I knew that I had to be willing to make some changes. In many relationships, after time, people neglect to walk in love. One day they realize that their hearts have changed. You hear it all the time, my friends. We just grew apart. Casey and I remind ourselves often that God brought us together. He's got a good plan for our marriage. You need to remind yourself that God has put that person in your life and He's good. He's got good things in store for you. If you will do your part by being kind, respecting one another, treating each other the way you want to be treated, God will do His part, and you can live in love. You can live in peace. You can live with God. Call me at 844-405-HELP. Together we can help each other, take our lives back, be good to yourselves, and be good to each other. Simple smile to a stranger can help that stranger for the rest of their life and can change your life. For God so loved the world that He gave His only Son to die for the sins on the cross for you and me. Can you imagine if you had to give up your son or your grandson for the sake of other humans? Well, God did it for us. Appreciate it, love it, and live with God starting today if you are not living with God right now. May God bless you. Take good care, and we'll see you